Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about studies. More specifically, why the big, hairy, ugly dude doesn't seem to care much about studies. A lot of guys will come to me with this information or that information that appears in a study. And when I come off it, I can come off as slightly dismissive at times, and that can be unsettling to people. So we're going to talk about that in this video, why I don't seem to care much about studies. Before I get into that topic, if you have a question or comment, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos like this. And today is a Labor Day sale. You can check out my website, Super Living Today, down below. If you buy a t-shirt, you get 3 free books. And if you buy an exercise assessment, you get a free t-shirt, Continental US only. All right, studies. Get a lot of people submitting studies to me. Workout studies, nutrition studies, excuse me, and all that kind of good stuff. And probably about 99% of the time, people mention a study to me, and I'll say, "Look, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter in my world." I'll come off as slightly dismissive, and that can be unsettling to people. That can be unsettling to people because they really want to know what my opinion is of the study. Well, I am not an idiot, and I am not a fool, and I will do my research, and I will read information. I will read these studies. I do them actually as a part of my job at tigerfitness.com as the editorial director. I edit a lot of articles. I edit a lot of information that contains studies. So I get it. I read them. But here's the thing. When people come to me with studies, I often seem dismissive. Why? Because I understand that, and this is a point that I want you guys to remember, that 95% of you aren't you're failing to reach your goals, not because you aren't equipped with the proper study or the proper information, but because most people are simply making excuses and not doing the basics to the degree where they need to do the basics. They're not working as hard as they need to work in the gym. They're not eating as tightly or as strictly as they need to eat, or not as regulated as they need to eat. Now, I'm not preaching extremes, and I'm not preaching extreme workout protocols, and I'm not preaching extreme eating protocols, but the basic standards of what it takes to achieve results in the gym, as far as progressive overload and making sets count and good exercise selection, the standards of what it takes to reach your goals, whether it's weight loss or muscle building or whatever, 95% of people just aren't doing enough. They're not doing the basic bare minimums to achieve their goals. So they'll be behind a little bit, and it'll take them forever to reach their goals or forever to make progress. And then they'll come to me and wondering if study X, the information in study X, can help them. Where the reality is most people just need to focus on mastering the basics, improving the basics, and stop making excuses. Excuses is really the core of the issue. When people aren't eating up to par, not training up to par, not training hard enough, or I make suggestions, like someone will come to me with a study and I'll make a suggestion like, "Don't worry about the study. This is what you need to worry about." A lot of times there's an excuse. Most times there's an excuse. If you talk long enough with someone about diet, nutrition, training, an excuse invariably comes out. And that is the major part of the problem. Most people don't need studies to reach their goals. They just need reasonable training and diet. But what they need more than studies, and this is the take-home point in this video, is to stop making excuses. Stop making excuses as to why you can't do something. Stop looking for a reason why you can't do something. That is an attitude of failure. Certainly there are viable reasons why somebody can't eat certain foods or do a certain exercise, but in the big picture, when I hear excuses as to why somebody isn't working out hard enough or eating properly, why they aren't doing that, these excuses simply are, they are what they are. They're excuses. They're not valid at all. So just to recap, when it comes to studies, why does a big, hairy, ugly dude, why do I seem dismissive when it comes to studies? Because that information is good. That information can help you when you're at the 95%, refine things a little bit for the last 5%. It can add a little bit of improvement to somebody already working hard and eating properly. But for the rest of the folks out there that aren't working hard enough, that aren't eating properly, they don't need to worry about excuses. And that's why I don't over obsess about excuses, because I know most of you just need to do the basics and stop making excuses. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching, and
stay super sexy.
Stay super sexy, people. The fate of the world depends upon.
And buy a super sexy t-shirt.
Yeah.